If 4x minus 3y ratio 2x plus 5y equals to 12 by 19 or 12 ratio 19, then what is the value of x is to y? I think this is an easy one. So let's start. 4x minus 3y. So let's write down in this manner. 4x minus 3y divided by 2x plus 5y is equals to 12 by 19. Let's multiply this number by this and this by this. So 19 fours are 76x minus 57y is equals to 12 twos are 24x plus 60y. So this is what by transposition. 76x minus 24x equals to 57y plus 60y. 76 minus 24 is going to be what? It is 52x is equals to 57 plus 60 is what? 117y. Okay, so x is to y 117 upon 52. Ratio is what? It should be in the simplest form. Okay, so 13 nines are 117 and 13 fours are this one. So what is your going to be there? 9 is to 4. Okay, so let's come to the next question. X is to y or x ratio y is equals to 6 is to 5. Then 5x plus 3y ratio 5x minus 3y. In this type of question, why I started with this one? In this type of question, what are the values here ratio is given to you? So there is a concept you need to remember. I also taught in the percentage also. If ratio is given and ratio is asked, अगर ratio ही given है और ratio ही पूछा हुआ है, so आप क्या कर सकते हो? You can put the values as it is. So let's put the value as x equals to 6 and y is equals to 5. So 5x, so this is what? 5 6 are 30 plus 3 into 5 divided by 5 into 6 minus 3 into 5. 5 6 are 30 plus 15 is what? 45 and 5 6 are 30 minus 15 is what? 15. So ratio is going to be 3 is to 1. So what is the ratio of x is to y? It is going, that is 5x plus 3y divided by 5x minus 3y is going to be 3 is to 1. So make sure that whenever the ratios part is given and ratio is asked, तो आप यही concept apply करके इसमें आंसर निकाल सकते हो. Okay. Third question. The ratio of the two numbers is 3 is to 4 and their sum is 420. So whenever these type of problems are given, make sure कि आप ratio को हटा के just convert them into the quantities. So ratio हटा के इसको k से multiply कर दे. So this quantity is 3k, this is 4k, and their sum is 420. So 3k plus 4k is going to be what? 420. 7k is equals to 420. So what is the value of k? Value of k is going to be 60. So now let's put the value 60. So this is what? 3 into 60 is 180 and 4 into 60 is 240. So these are the values of what? What would the ask? Yeah, first quantity is going to be 180 and second quantity is going to be 240. Okay, so let's come to the next problem. .75 ratio x proportional 5 is ratio 8. So I think this is another easy problem. 0.75 as it is divided by x, proportion converted into what? Equals, so 5 ratio 8 as it is. So now 0.75 into 8 divided by 5 is equals to 7x. This is what? 0.15 and multiplied by 8. So what should be the value of x? Value of x is 15 8s are 120. So x is going to be what? 1.2. Okay, and you can also cross check it like 0.75 divided by 1.2. So decimal से decimal हटाओगे तो it is 75 divided by what? 120. 15 5s are 75, 15 8s are 120. So you can also cross check it, or you can also start to do with this by options. Okay, but we are not doing this right now. The fourth proportional to 5, 8 and 15. So what is fourth proportional? So let's write down 5 ratio 8 proportion 15 ratio x. So this is going to be a fourth proportional. Again, this type of problem is already done as 5 is to 8 proportion convert into equals. So this is 15 divided by x. So let's calculate it. You can also do it manually actually. So 15 into 8, 5 3s are 15, so x equals to 24. In this type of problem you can also do this like 5, now it becomes 15. So by what quantity it should be multiplied, so it becomes 15 by 3. So by what quantity should 3 be multiplied to get this? So 8 3s are 24. So again you can do this, that value of x is going to be 24. Okay, two numbers are in the ratio 3 is to 5 or 3 ratio 5. If 9 is subtracted from each, the new number are in the ratio 12 is to 12 ratio 23. The smaller number is, okay, so let's start step by step. Let's say the first number is going to be what? It is 3 ratio 5. So let's convert into in a quantity. So it is not 3k and this is what? 5k. Now 9 is subtract from each number. So from each number you are subtracting 9. So this is 3k minus 9 and this is 5k minus 9. Now when they are subtracted and when we start to do the ratio of these numbers, it should be become what? 12 is to 13. So let's write down it. 3k minus 9 divided by 5k minus 9 equals to 12 ratio 23. So let's start to get this value k, as you need to what? Cross multiply it. So 3k into 23 minus 9 into 23 is equals to 12 into 5k minus 12 into 9. Okay, so that should be there and that should be there. So 3k into 23 minus 12 into 5k is equals to 9 into 23 plus 12 into 9. Okay, now what you can do, let's multiply 3 from both quantity or k also. So 3k is common, so this is 23 minus 4 should be left over there. 4 5s are 20. This is the common method I have already told you. 9 is common from this quantity, so 23 plus 12. So what is 23 plus 12? Straight away we can say this 35. So now 3 3s are 9. Okay, 23 minus 20 is what? Again it is 3. So 3 3s are 9 again. So k is only left over there. And this is what? 35. So value of k is going to be what? 35. Okay. Now smaller number. Who is going to be smaller number? 3 should be smaller number or 3k should be smaller number. So 3 multiplied by 35, 105 is going to be a smaller number. Okay, so whenever these type of problems, make sure that you are starting with what? Quantity part. आप जैसे क्वांटिटी निकाल लेते हो उसके बाद बस कुछ नहीं करना होता, वो उसी की एक प्रॉब्लम होती है कि वो उसको एक इक्वेशन और बोलना पड़ेगा। अगर इस वेरिएबल को उसको सॉल्व करवाना है तो ही have to give this equation, उसको एक इक्वेशन देना पड़ेगा so that you can find out the value of this k. Okay, okay, so let's come to the next problem. Yes, a plus b ratio b plus c ratio c plus a is equals to 6 ratio 7 ratio 8, and a plus b plus c is also given, so that is what? 14. And the value of c. Okay, so again let's say a plus b ratio c plus a, and these are ratio what? These are equals to 6 7 8. So let's convert them in the form of quantity. So this is 6k, this is 7k, and this is 8k. So now what is the value of a plus b? Actually 6k. Now what is the value of b plus c is equals to 7k, and what is the value of c plus a is equals to 8k. Now let's sum up all the three. So it should be twice of a plus b plus c, and 6k plus 7k plus 8k is what? 21k. Okay, and that is also given to you. Why I started with this? Because I got the value of this a plus b plus c. So what is the value of a plus b plus c? So value of a plus b plus c is 14 is equals to 21k. 7 2s are 14, 7 3s are 21, 2 2s are 4, So 4 is equals to 3k. So your k is going to be 4 by 3. Okay. Then the value of c. Okay. So value of c. How can we find out this? As we got the value of k. So let's put the value of what in this equation. What is the value of a plus b plus c? Actually, this is 14. And what is a plus b? A plus b is what? By this method or by this equation, it was 6k plus c is equals to 14, and your k is what? Is k is 4 by 3. So let's put the value over there. 6 into 4 by 3 plus c is equals to 14. 3 2s are 16, 2 4s are 8 plus c is equals to 14. So value of c is going to be what? 6. Okay. So this is what we can do. Make sure that why I started this. तो समझना जरूरी है कि मैंने इनको सबको ऐड ही क्यों किया. मैंने इसलिए ऐड किया क्योंकि मुझे a plus b plus c का वैल्यू चाहिए था. दिस टाइप ऑफ इक्वेशन आर नोन एज अ साइक्लिक इक्वेशन. ये साइक्लिक इक्वेशन है. a plus b उसके बाद कनेक्ट हुआ b plus c उसके बाद कनेक्ट हुआ c plus a. वापस आप जाओगे तो आपको a plus b मिलेगा. सो whenever you have this type of cyclic equation, make sure कि आप सबसे पहले उनको सम कर लें. इस टाइप का प्रॉब्लम आपको वर्क एंड टाइम में भी मिलेगा, तो आप उसी से स्टार्ट करना कि आप जब साइक्लिक इक्वेशन आता है तो आप उसको सम निकाल के तीनों का देन स्टार्ट टू पुट द वैल्यूज. विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग इज द ग्रेटेस्ट? ये एक बड़ा कॉमन प्रॉब्लम है. इट्स अ वेरी कॉमन प्रॉब्लम और लोग उसको बहुत लेंथी तरीके से करते हैं. 3:4. So can I say this is 5 by 6, this is 6 by 7, and this is what? Sorry, 4 by 5. And this type of problem there are two methods actually. पहला तो ये है कि अगर आपको परसेंटेजेस याद है तो आप इजीली फ्रैक्शंस को कन्वर्ट करके निकाल सकते हो. दूसरा मेथड ये होता है कि आप लेट्स से चार क्वांटिटीज है, लेट्स से ए बी सी डी. सो कंपेयर विथ ए एंड बी, and if they are asking greatest, so among A and B, who is the greatest? Whatever the greatest, compare that with C. Let's say now C is the greater one, so leave A now. Compare between C and D, and C is greater from D also, so your C is going to be answer. Okay, so this type of problem can be uh, complete by in this way, whether they are asking greater one or a smaller one. So let's start with the C method. 3 by 4, 5 by 6, so 6 3s are 18, 5 4s are 20, so 18 and 20. Okay, because this fraction is larger or this number is larger than this one. Now leave this one and start to compare 5 by 6 by 6 by 7. 7 5s are 35, 6 6 are 36, so now 6 by 7 is a larger one. Now compare 6 by 7 by 4 by 5, so this is what? 5 6 are 30 and 7 4s are 28. So again this number is going to be the greater one. So who is the greatest number right now? So 6 by 7 is going to be your greatest number. So whenever they are asking, this is a common question actually. This is also used in kind of problems where graph is there. So make sure you are starting with this pattern, that you are just comparing each and every fraction with each other, leaving apart whatever you don't need actually, and start with the next ones. Okay. Okay, so let's come to the next problem. If A is to B is 5 by ratio 7 and B ratio C is equals to 9 ratio 11, then find out the value of A ratio C. So I think it's an easy problem. What is A ratio B? So can I say this one as A by B or A divided by B? And can I say this one B ratio C is what? B by C. Sorry, this is what? 9 by 11. Now what we need actually, we need the value of A ratio C, or you can say this is A by C. So in these two equations or in those two fractions, we don't need the value of this B. So if you don't need this value of B, so we want to eliminate this. How can you eliminate this value? You can't add this number, because when you start to add this number, as you can say, this is A by B plus B by C. So it is not going to be there because BC is going to be your LCM, so you can't do this. So you can't sum this, you can't subtract this. So what you can do, either you can multiply it or either you can divide it. Okay. So as you can see this, if you start to multiply this, A by B into B by C, there is a B is deducted from there and you will get the only value of A is to C. So this is 5 by 7 multiplied by 9 by 11. It is going to be your values. So 9 5s are 45, 11 7s are 77. These are the values you are going to get the value of A is to C. So whenever these type of cyclic equations are there, sometimes you will also get that B by C is there and C by D is given to you, and then they asked you the value of A is to D. So again, this is going to be what? In this manner, as A by B multiplied by B by C multiplied by C by D. So you can deduct this value and you will get the values of value of A ratio D. Okay, so whenever this cyclic equation is given to you, whether they are asking for sum or they are asking for multiply, so if you don't need the values, so make sure that you have to multiply this or divide this. You can't add or subtract the values. Okay, let's come to the next problem. This one is important actually. A ratio B is given to you as 2 is to 3. B ratio is C is given to you 4 ratio 5. Then what is the ratio of A ratio B ratio C? So in this type of problem, what we need to do, we need to just make sure that B part is going to be common. That's what you can start, or that's where you can start. तो अगर ऐसा है तो A रेशियो B दे रखा है आपको और B रेशियो C दे रखा है अगर आपको, तो आपको क्या करना है, आपको इस B वाले पार्ट को कॉमन बनाना है. तो मैं थोड़ा सा याद दिलाता हूँ. B वाले पार्ट को कॉमन बनाने के लिए क्या करते थे, आपको याद हो इक्वेशंस के अंदर 2x + 3y = 7 और 3x + 5y = 8. तो जब भी हमें कॉमन बनाना होता था, व्हाट वी आर डूइंग देयर, वी आर जस्ट मल्टीप्लाइंग विद दिस कॉमन फैक्टर. सो दिस इज व्हाट 3 2s are 6x + 3 3s are 9y = 21, or 2 3s are 6x + 2 5s are 10y = 16. Okay, so that's what we are doing to make the things common. Again we are going to do the same thing. Okay, so let's start. A is to B is given to you and B is to C is given to you. So we want to make the value of B common. Okay, so let's write down the values. A ratio B is 2 is to 3, B ratio is 4 is to 5. So अगर आप इसको इससे मल्टीप्लाई करोगे, so you can't do this alone actually, because this is not a single value, it is a comparing quantity with this one. तो अगर आप 4 को 3 से मल्टीप्लाई करते हो तो आपको 2 से भी मल्टीप्लाई करना पड़ेगा. So this is going to be what 4 2s are 8, 4 3s are 12. Now अगर 4 को 3 से मल्टीप्लाई करते हो तो आप इसको अकेले नहीं कर सकते, बिकॉज दिस इज अगेन ए कंपेयरिंग क्वांटिटी. सो दिस इज गोइंग टू बी 3 4s are 12 and this is what 3 5s are 15. Now this 12 is common to both of them. So now what you can do, now you can make it common. So you can do in this manner, is 8 is to 12 and is to 15. So this is going to be your ratio of A ratio B ratio C. I'm again revising it because I think this is on typical part. You want to make this common, so you have to multiply by this common factor. So this is, you are just multiplying by this number by 4. तो अगर आप इसको 4 से मल्टीप्लाई कर रहे हो तो आपको इसको भी 4 से मल्टीप्लाई करना पड़ेगा. अगर आप इसको 3 से मल्टीप्लाई कर रहे हो, सो यू हैव टू आल्सो मल्टीप्लाई दिस नंबर बाय 3. Now these all the values are common now. 4 2s are 8, that's okay. 4 3s are 12, okay. Now 3 4s are 12, okay, and this is 3 5s are 15. So now 12 is common to both of them. So now this is going to be 8, this is going to be 12, which is common to both of them. This is going to be 15. So now the value of A ratio B ratio C is going to be what? 8 ratio 12 ratio 15. You can also do it further actually. Let's say C is to D is given to you and they asked you the value of A is to B is to C is to D. So what we have to do? Let's say C is to D is given to you, let's say 2 is to 3. Okay, so now the values are there. A is to B is to C. So this whole quantity should be multiplied by 2 now, because you are multiplying this number. You can't multiply this 15 only by 2 actually. You need to multiply all the numbers, and this all the numbers should be multiplied by 15. Okay, so let's write down the values of A is to B is to C is to D. So A is to B is to C is to D is going to be 18 2s are 16, 12 2s are 24, 15 2s are 30. Now again this is 15 2s are 30, so that is common, and this is going to be 15 3s are 45. So this is 16 is to 24 is to 30 is to 45. So this value is going to be your value of A is to B is to C is to D. So this is what, how can we can club the values of ratios, and you can do it very easily. Okay,